Bob Marley was born on February 5, 1945, to a black mother and a white father that he really saw. 41 years later, still waxing stronger in getting the world to stand up against socio-economic injustice. Yeah, actually, he was born on February 6, 1945. Sorry about the earlier misinformation. All right, and growing up, well, 1980, when I had Bad Card, I kind of fell in love with this Rastaman that became my brother, spiritual brother. And we were born continents apart and years apart. We are united by one ideology of love and the fight for justice for all people. Coming from Nigeria, especially at this moment in Nigeria's history, and then looking at all that is taking place in that country, you can't do anything short of listening to this man who made very powerful statements that will forever stand the test of time. Bob Marley is calling on Nigerians right now to get up and stand up for their rights. Get up, stand up for your right because your right is your life, just like your life is your right. Why sit depressed? Why sit down oppressed? Why not wake up? Why not get up and stand up? Nigerians, dear Nigerians, can you say any more that you have not been shown the light? Can you say any more that you haven't seen the light? Is there any justification for you remaining repressed in the face of all these brutal acts against you? Yes. This songs reminds me about this story. It is just centered around the story of Joseph that was recorded in the Bible. The Joseph was loved by his father, perhaps much more than his brothers, and he made him a coat of many colors. And out of jealousy, his brothers sold him into slavery to Egyptian merchants. And the same Joseph it was who saved his brothers from death by famine when their land was hit. Joseph it was who became the first prime minister of old Egypt. You know, be careful of what you do to people because your action may be the bus ride that they need to their destiny. Listen. Looking at what he has to say here, have no fear for atomic energy because none of that can stop this time that has come. It reminds me of what we are talking about right now through the open Nigerian consciousness. It's clear that our message is a time that has come that no atomic energy, that no power on this earth can stop for Nigeria to change and turn around and be that great, great open country that the Almighty designed it to be. Not just for Nigerians, but for the people of Africa and the world over.
talk to people about getting screened for colon cancer and hear their reasons why. I screened for my son. I'm his biggest fan. If you're 45 or older at average risk, you have screening options, like Cologuard. Cologuard is non-invasive and finds 92% of colon cancers. It's not for those at high risk. False positive and negative results may occur. Ask your provider if Cologuard is right for you. Everyone has a reason to screen for colon cancer if you're 45 or older. Get started at missiontoscreen.com. Count this verbal. My cousins.
Yeah, this was from the Survival album that he did about 1979, before he got sick. And this particular album is a rebellion against the Babylon system. That is what we are having in Nigeria. The Nigerian system is nothing but a Babylon system that must come down. Yes, and it is. We refuse to be what they wanted us to be, but we are what we are, and that's the way it ought to be. Listen, we are what we are. That's the way it's going to be. If you don't know, you can't educate us for no equal opportunity. Talking about my freedom, give us freedom and liberty. Yeah, there's nothing short of freedom that we want in Africa, we want in Nigeria, and want all over the world. But for the world to be free, for the world to live in peace, Africa must be set free. The continued holding of Africa in captivity is a threat to global peace and security. Here it is. Rebel, rebel now, and weeping on your one breast, much to love. Rebel, rebel. Nigerian system is a vampire that must go down, sucking the children day by day. Yeah, listen, the Nigerian system is a vampire, falling empire, sucking the blood of the sufferers. Yeah, now, building church, mosque, and universities. Yeah, yeah. Deceiving Nigerians continually. Whoa. Then graduating thieves and murderers. Look at now, they sucking the blood of the sufferers. Yeah. Tell the children the truth. Tell the children the truth. Tell the children the truth right now. Come on. Tell the children the truth. Tell Nigerians the truth. Tell the children the truth now. Tell the children the truth. the Babylon system, driven by corrupt politicians in Nigeria and their corporate Nigeria accomplices, have forever deceived, misled, and led Nigerians in the dark, stark dark, to get them so vulnerable and so poor that they strip them of their basic human rights and their rights to their citizenship of Nigeria. This is sad. We have not had it so bad as we have it right now. And the sad thing, the people we seem to be speaking to, the generation at risk, this generation whose future is in jeopardy, don't seem to want to connect with our message of the truth. What can we do? Here it is.
You are unique. Show this to the people who are rewarded. The custom message. Designed by you. Glamira. This is so you.
Yes, sir, it's time. And that is what we should be resisting against the system in Nigeria. The system that has cost us so much blood, the system that has made everybody poor, the system that has made just less than 1% of our country monopolize everything to our detriment. We have to beg, we have to live in a concrete jungle to act out a living for us. We can't certainly continue this way. The youth of Nigeria, this is for you. It said the generation gap. So feel this drum beat. Are you feeling it? Yes, every day our people are dying, our women are being raped, our trains are being kidnapped. A lot of people in the bush right now, people mutilated. People are being eaten up. Human parts are being sold. Hey, by Nigerians, what a system, what a mess, what a madness. Lamentation was reading his revelation. You find your redemption. Hey, give us the teachings of his majesty. We know one, no devil's philosophy. Give us the teachings of his majesty. We know one, the devil's philosophy. Feel it in the one drop, and we still find time to rap. We making up one stop, and we filling the gap. So feed this drum beat as it beats with it. Them playing and reading, fighting against ism and schism, singing. I know Jah never let us down. I know let us down. Oh no, oh no. Yes, they made the war so hard every day. They make our war so hard every day. The people are dying, the people are suffering, the people are bleeding, the people are being kidnapped, the people are being raped. What did we do wrong? Hello. Yes. Yes. Mhm. No, I don't know because I called her. She said she didn't need anything. She didn't want anybody coming to see her. Yes. So maybe you need to talk to her because I don't think she understands enough of why they wanted that type of follow up on her. Uh, Hold on just a second, please. Oh, basically to evaluate her and make report on findings, and if there's any change in her condition, those are the reasons why there's need for those follow-ups. Because you may not be there all the time. If her condition changes, it's only when the people, the professionals come that they'll be able to, identify any problem that is cropping up, and then they make immediate, they react immediately, either sending her to hospital. If something they can intervene while they are there, they'll do that, to make sure that she's okay. Yes, if she tells me as what time of the day, if she's flexible, we can come anytime, perhaps one or twice in a week. Yes, on those days that she has dialysis, we won't come. No. Yes. Yes. Okay. Okay. I'm going to have to call the office to make sure that we're on the same page on this. All right. You take care. Yes, yeah, that the Call of Duty right there. But again, I was celebrating Rob, but Nesta, Marley. Yes, Babylon will do any and everything to make it realize to keep us in bondage. And that this is the reason why the world, especially the African world, the repressed people of Africa, I don't know, for whatever reason, we are made to be the people who suffer most, and, coming from the richest continent on the world, in the world, and sad to have the poorest people on the surface of this earth. What did we do wrong? And it is one thing: leadership and unconsciousness of the followership. Yes, woe to the oppressor, woe to the oppressor. May they eat the bread of sorrow. And that's what Bob Marley is saying. Now is the time. How can we come from a country we are heading towards a very serious election? All that we have, there's so many people that have declared to be president of the country. None of them is one that we can be so happy about that is one that is coming. All criminals. 250 million people. It's only criminals that we can produce as leaders. The world is laughing at us. Nigerians, what are you doing? And this is the message. I didn't create it. Bob Marley, a visionary, saw all that is happening in Africa. And that is why he paid so much attention to Africa, Africa, Africa in everything he did in his short lifespan. Yeah, that was Bob Marley's contemporary Peter McIntosh and the Vampire. And we're going to consider something that
LinkedIn is
after this
awesome, right?
commercial break.
But using LinkedIn for straight, cold prospecting can also be a bit of a pain in the bum. You can find yourself spending hours trying to get email addresses from your LinkedIn connections, and not everyone who accepts your LinkedIn connection request is going to reply to your messages either. How do we speed up this prospecting process? With Lucia, this is so unbelievably simple. There's just a few steps. You're going to sign up to Lucia for free, open the LinkedIn profile of your prospect.
See you prosper, only like to see you suffer. On the set of vampires, on the old vampires, only trod upon creation. White and legal in Ireland. I dig out me gold in Ireland. Digging out my diamond in Ireland. Digging out me uranium. Now we gonna fight against apartheid. My brothers is gonna fight against apartheid. In Ireland, you not build no school for my children. In Ireland, no hospitals for my people. You're in Ireland. All you build is prison. You're in Ireland. Set up your army camp. Now we gonna fight against apartheid. My brothers gonna fight against apartheid. You break off from Britain. You're quite illegal. Right where you are, you get your forces from colonial powers, taking my diamonds, financing your ballistic missiles. Now we're gonna fight against apartheid. My brothers gonna fight against apartheid. Come out, Jamila. We gonna fight against apartheid. We gonna fight against apartheid.
You're illegal activity.
Your victimization. Robbing all of my resources. I say we've been too long now. We gonna fight against apartheid. My brothers gonna fight against apartheid. You know that you're wrong, boy.
Everything
Everything
you
you
do
do upside
upside
down.
down.
You carry down yourself too deep.
You know, Peter McIntosh was one of the three original members of the Wailers band that comprised of Bonnie, Marley, and Peter, and they were so serious at it until they broke apart and then started playing independently. But occasionally they came together to reignite the source of their music.
I said, no, too long. We're gonna fight against apartheid. My God is gonna fight and fight and fight against apartheid. We all gonna fight against apartheid. Don't care, we gonna fight and fight against apartheid. We gonna fight. We gonna.
How many believe that what we have in Nigeria is an apartheid system? Look at what happened in South Africa, minority rule, and take cognizance. Look at what is happening in Nigeria. It's the same exact thing. You know what? Nigeria invested so much money in the liberation struggle, to set South Africa free. But today we have something as bad, if not even worse than what we had in apartheid South Africa happening right on our nose in Nigeria. And we have become so emasculated that we can't do anything about it. The moment to end it is now.
Fight. I said we gonna fight. We gonna fight against apartheid. We gonna fight against apartheid. Everybody gonna fight.
Yes, that's apartheid by Peter McIntosh. Right there, right there. And it's happening, sadly, in Nigeria. Nigeria is so rich humanly, minerally, and with everything. The diversity is amazing, but has been so badly mismanaged. We have been knocked left, right, and center to hate one another. We are one African people. Prophecies about the unification of Africa have been said over and over and over and over again, starting from the time of Marcus Garvey. Bob Marley put it in his song. Emperor Haile Selassie made a speech, the greatest speech ever made by any head of state on earth in September of 1963, which Bob Marley put into a song. Well, that song we're going to play it later. Yes, that was a rat race, and you're gonna hear something that is actually happening everywhere in Nigeria, right from this lyric, powerful lyrics, rat race. Nigeria has been involved in a rat race since the past 62 years. When is it going to end? Political violence everywhere in your city, and you come and blame Rasta for it. Listen.
That is done, but can never be with water. So no water can put out its fire. It's fire, fire. I got you. I got it right. Hold it to the body. Alright, got it right. Hold it to the body. The pride's out of control. And it can sit to wicked people on the road. And everywhere the fire is burning, destroying and melting their gold. Destroying and melting their gold. Right at the right.
Yes, that fire is going to burn in Nigeria when the wicked will be weeping for their souls and remembering their goats. But the natty dread will tell them that it is too late. Man, got to move because the fire is going to go out
Road of life is rocky, and you may stumble too. So why do you point your fingers at someone else is judging you?
Don't you got your man?
Could you be loved? Could you be loved? Could you be loved?
Don't let them change ya. Or even rearrange ya. Oh no. We've got a life to live. They say only the fittest of the fittest shall survive. Stay alive. Could you be loved and be loved? Could you be loved, oh yeah, and be loved?
Everyone is so to the reference track. No matter how you treat me, let me be satisfied. Could you be loved? Could you be loved?
Say something.
Could you be loved?
Say
Could you
something.
be loved?
Say something. Say something. Say something. Say something.
Could you be loved?
Say something. Reggae. Say something.
No woman, don't cry.
No woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. No woman, No woman, no cry. Said I remember when we used to sit in the government yard in Trenchtown, and then Georgie would make the firelight, logwood burning through the night. Then we would cook cornmeal porridge, of which I'll share with you. You see, my feet is my only carriage, so I got to push on through. But while I'm gone, everything's gonna be alright. 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 So woman, no cry. No woman, no cry. Oh, my little sister, don't shed no tears. No, a woman, no cry. Yeah. I say, I remember when we used to sit in the government yard in Trenchtown, and then Georgie would make the firelight. It was logwood burning through the night. Then we would cook cornmeal porridge, of which I'll share with you. You see, my feet is my only carriage. Hey, so I've got to push on through. But while I'm gone, no woman, no cry. I say, no woman, no cry. Ooh, sister, don't shed no tears. No woman, no cry. Woman, no cry. Don't shed no tears. No woman, no cry.
Si quieres ahorrar tiempo y mejorar tus ensayos, asegúrate de hacerlo con Grammarly. Grammarly es un asistente de escritura en línea, todo en uno que te ayuda a escribir mejor, al mismo tiempo que aumenta tu productividad y te ayuda a ahorrar tiempo cuando tienes muchas tareas que hacer. Está disponible para usarlo en Google Docs, así que podrás dejar de preocuparte demasiado por la forma en la que escribes, ya que Grammarly se ocupará de ello por ti. Podrás ajustar tus objetivos de escritura para asegurarte de escribir de la manera correcta hacia las personas correctas. Lo mejor es que estas funciones son totalmente gratuitas, así que cambia eso.
One love, one heart. Let's get together and feel alright. Hear the children crying. Hear the children crying. Let's get together to fight this holy Armageddon. One love. So when the man comes, there will be no doom. One soul. Have pity on those whose chances grow thin. There ain't no other place from the Father of creation. Yeah, yeah. us get together to fight this holy Gideon. So when the man comes, there will be no doom. Have pity on those whose chances grow thin. There ain't no hiding place from the Father of creation. Yeah.
Every day. Natty bread rice again. Rody roast of meat morrow. Natty bread rice again. have no pain, have no sorrow. All you see a gun is to fight against the Rasta man. So they build their world in great confusion to force on us the devil's illusion. But the stones that the builders refused shall be the head cornerstone. And no matter what games they play, that we've got something they can never take away. Something they can never take away. And this the fire, we got it. That's burning down everything. Be the fire. Only the best can win. Hey, no time to be deceived. And that you should know and not believe. Just as the judgment did not to be with water. No water can put out this fire. This fire. This fire. This fire. Ayagayo. Right now the right. Go there, ready, go there. And now the fire is out of control. Panic in the city, wicked weeping for their goats. Everywhere the fire is burning, destroying and making their goals, destroying and wasting their soul. So right now the right. Go there, ready, go there. Tell you what, now the people gather on the beach, and the leader tries to make a speech. But this dread again told them that it's too late. Higher risk. Got it, daddy, got it. Go right, not the right. The got it, daddy, got it. Right on through the storm.
This mission, we need to stop him cold.
We're going into the belly of the beast.
Can you handle it?
I'll see it through. I know you will. Everything depends on you.
I can turn anyone into a beach bomb. I bring families together for a living. I make memories for people I don't know yet.
Them praising, chase those crazy ballers out of town. Chase those crazy ballers out of town. Yeah. I in the cabin.
Yes, we are at that moment. We shouldn't be afraid. Should we taper our words for people who have hurt us for as long as their pains on us have lasted? Are we slaves? Did God create us to be slaves in some people's plantation? Those who care for about everything but about us, those who look like us, they dress like us, they eat the same type of food we eat, they go to the same market that we go, though with much more money, and they pay us pittance. A whopping majority of us have no jobs. Some eat, go to sleep on empty stomach in a country that is so endowed with everything, and we can chase them out. They say they have an election. If given the opportunity, they will skew it as always their own way. Nigerians, when are we going to wake up? Why can't we take charge of this election that they say that they don't want it to hold anyway? Truly, are they ready to hold a real credible election that will bring out the type of outcome that will be reflective of the people's wish? Is that possible? Can we come together and decide that this election we hold our own way against their way? Can we for once tie our stomachs in sacrifice and say enough is enough? That is what Bob Marley is saying. Either we get them out of the way through a ballot revolution, or we remain in their plantation in penury and misery. Choice is ours.
I and I plan a corn. It is my people before me, slaves for this country.
Now
Now you look me with a scorn, then you eat up all my corn. We're gonna chase those crazy, chase those crazy boys. Chase those crazy bumpers. Chase those crazy boys right out of town. Steed up, steed up, steed up, steed up, stop, nobody, body, that's it. But diddly, 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 stop, that up, stop, nobody. Build your penitentiaries. We build your schools. Brainwash education. You try.
Look at it. You see what Marley said. This man, can you say that he's not a prophet? How dare you say that? They gave us a bankrupt education to educate us like the way of idiots, so we can't think of ourselves. They fractured us, and it's getting worse. Now, by our own people, they water down our education, our school systems. We don't study history. Our young people don't know who they are. Bob Marley said, if you know where your history, then you would know where you're coming from. Our young people, for the most part, don't know who they are. They don't know anything about their story. Any man who doesn't know who he is a goner, it's a dead man. Why can't we reinvent ourselves? Why can't we look away from these fruits of Babylon with which they bribe us into stupor every 4 years? Rise, Nigeria.
Trying to make us the fools. Well, it's what you reward for our love.
They're
Telling
telling
us
us
of
of
your God above. We're gonna chase those crazy. Chase those crazy. Chase those crazy. Those crazy pumpkins. Chase those crazy. We're right out of town. Here comes a gunman.
He's coming
With a strong plan.
We won't
We
take
won't
no
take the
bribe.
bribe.
Why can't we stay away? Why can't we for once say we're not going to take any bribes? We're not going to take cups of rice. We're not going to take cups of beans. We're not going to take half bottles of oil. We're not going to take Okada. We're not going to take refrigerator. We're not going to be hired killers for them anymore. We've turned their Babylon weapons against them so that we can chase them away. Less than 1% is what is doing us this. Less than 1%. Are we not ashamed of ourselves? Why can't we say no? I was listening to Aisha Yusufu this afternoon. I started crying after, listening to her, what she said, telling us, reminding us how shameful our silence, our conspiracy of silence has become, how embarrassing we have become to the world. The people, God made people like us to wake our people up. The people like us woke people in their countries up. They woke them up in Jamaica. They woke them up. Mandela woke South Africans up. They followed him. Steve Biko, Chris Hani, and all of them, they woke their people up. Why is it that we are finding it difficult to wake Nigerians up? What is it that they gave to us that has made us so unconscious, so embarrassingly unconscious, that we have become a laughing stock of the people of the world? Who is less than 1% that we are afraid of? Why can't we come out en masse? Do we really love this country? People from the north, east, west, and south, do we love this country called Nigeria? Why have we allowed less than 1% to hold us in captivity? Why can't we come together and force them out? Why can't we? The soldiers are unhappy. They are being beheaded everywhere. Nobody is safe in this country. What is happening to Nigerians? What did they give? What is it? Hypnosis? Why is it that you are the most difficult people to arouse? Why can't you wake up? Who are we afraid of? The people we put in power are the ones who turn the heat on us, that we are so scared of them. We are scared of everything, but we are not tired of sharing nonsense on Facebook. We get naked. Is that all? That's all. Like all this I'm doing right now. How many people are watching? But let me naked myself. Millions will come. Let us say Smart was caught having a sex with a prostitute. Millions will come. This is what we are good for. Can't we turn around for once? What is wrong with us? What is happening, Nigerians? Bob Marley is waking you up. Get up and stand up.
We've got to stay alive. We're gonna chase those crazy. Chase those crazy. Chase those crazy boys. Chase those crazy bumpers. Chase those crazy boys. Right out of town. You're running and you're running and you're running away. You're running and you're running and
yes, Nigerians, you can't run away from yourselves. The earlier we take the bulls by the horns, the earlier we face reality, the better for us. The earlier we face reality, the best for us. The next generation will not forgive us for our conspiracy of silence. The next generation will not forgive us for what we did when Nigeria needed us the most. It's an imperfect country, like most countries are imperfect. But those citizens of those countries decided to make their countries better, and they keep working at it. Instead of us working, we keep destroying it. We have kept destroying our country. We have kept putting people who destroy everything. Good people will come. You slam them. You tell them that they have no money. You want money, 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 money. Where is all those money that you have collected over the years? What have you built with it? You have no roads. You have no schools. You have no infrastructure. You have no hospitals. You are dying in droves. Nothing good about the country. Isn't it time you woke up? You can't run away from yourself. And that's exactly what it is.
you're running away. You're running and you're running and you're running away. You're running and you're running, but you can't run away from run away from yourself. Run away from yourself. Hey, run away from yourself. Hey, run away from yourself. Keep away from yourself. You must be running away. You must be running away. Oh, you're running away. Well, one more time, running away. I want you to tell me why. Tell me why you're running away, child. But got to run from reality. Said you can't run from reality. Got to face reality. Got to face reality. Can't run, but you can hide. You can run, but you can't hide. You can run, but you can't hide.
And everyone would say everything. Let's move it. Get up, stand up. Stand up for your rights. Let's have to get up, stand up. Give up the fight. Get up, stand up.
Yes, with this, we come to the end of this special edition of ONN, remembering Bob Marley, Bob Nesta Marley, my brother, my spiritual brother, my Rasta brother, and who has impacted the whole world, all corners of the world. His message resonates everywhere. Where there is oppression, there is get up and stand up. And where there is peace, there is one love. God bless you and God bless Nigerians. Nigerians, it's time. Get up and stand up. Stand up for your right. Your right is your life. Just as your right is your life. Remember, you have basic human rights. Your basic human rights include the right to life, the right to choice, the right to freedom of expression, the right to freedom of association, the right to freedom of worship, and the right to self-determination. And above that, you have your right to the citizenship of Nigeria. And in spite of that, you do have, all Nigeria, a moral, civic, and constitutional obligation. And then you must abide by the rule of law. And that is only way we can build a genuine country. That is how we can build an open Nigeria. That is where we can build a country where no man will be oppressed, where everybody will be subject to the rule of law. That is what open Nigeria is all about. That is why we are calling you. Open Nigeria is a call to action. Why not get up and stand up with us and do what is right to build a genuine nation, a genuine and great nation? It is possible. So people, get up, stand up. It is an anthem, spiritual. Even in your own private life, when you are faced by the monsters of life, you get up and stand up. When you say get up and stand up, Satan runs away. I tell you the truth. I use it when it is so tough. You say, you know what? I got to get up and stand up. That's what Nigerians need right now. If you're watching me, so much love for you. And just like Marley gave the message of love to the world, that is how I'm using my mouth to give the message of hope and love to the people of Nigeria. I know no hate. I know no discrimination, because I was never born hated. And I will never subject myself to the authority of any man that is not the Almighty God. Let's go. Get up and stand up. And good night. What right is really what? It's not all that glitters is God. Have the stories they never told us, and now we've seen the light. Stand up for a right. Get up, stand up, stand up for your right. You get up, you stand up. Don't give up the fight. Get up, you stand up for your right. Get up, stand up. Don't give up the fight. Most people think great God we come from the sky. Take away everything and make everybody feel high. And if you know what practice what, you will look for yours right here. And now we see your light. Stand up for your right. Get up, you stand up. Stand up for your right. Get up, you stand up.